Hi, and welcome back to Divine Goddess Tarot. I'm Jessica, in case you haven't seen my first video. I am basically channeling in your goddess, your divine goddess energy, as well as your God energy, because as we know, with all that power, we definitely need that focus in that direction with that God or masculine energy. I'm going to be using Colette Baron Reid's Goddess Power Oracle, and I love this deck because it has all the goddesses in there that of course inspire me, and I like to see kind of with picking a card or two depending on what messages come through, what divine energy is the message for today, what is the overall message, and then I will do a layout for the Rider-Waite to clarify, get more of a bigger picture of how to perhaps work with these energies or the obstacles that could be in our way. So let's go ahead and get started here and see which ones come through. I hope your day is going well so far, and if not, maybe we can shine some light on you finding your own answers. Too many cards there. Let's keep going. There we go. We're going to do Isis for rebirth. And I'm going to show you that one. And actually, Kali was there, right there too. So we're going to do both of these because they're speaking to me. So I love Isis and Kali. We've got, she's just known for her rebirth, the energy of transformation. So let's see what Tarot says about her as far as clarifying those energies. And Kali, liberation. So I would have to say that those two go well together. I think we get a lot of liberation in through rebirth. And I'm going to go ahead and use this deck. Breathe, take deep breaths, ground yourself into the messages, and see where we go today. Ooh, all right, we've got Nine of Swords. That definitely is an energy. We have the Page of Cups. Yeah, a lot of sleepless nights for some. That resonates with you. I know a lot of people with the way our world is right now, not even just personal situations. Chariot in reverse, the world in reverse. This is showing me that there's some energies that definitely, oh, we've got the High Priestess, and let's see. Yeah. We've got some belief systems. Nine of Cups. So we've got two nines so far. Let's keep going. All right. And then I'm going to clarify. So we've got Nine of Cups, and then Ace of Pentacles. We've got Three of Wands. And then we've got Eight of Cups in reverse. An interesting Page of Swords came out in reverse. So let's clarify that just a little bit more. There we go. We've got Three of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. All right. So definitely with Kali and Isis here, there's a message of, well, there's some dark energy. There's some negative energy as far as low vibration. And I hate to say negative. I mean, we associate the Nine of Swords with negative, but it's also could be where we're at. And where we're at is just in that dark place. And that's not necessarily, it doesn't feel good, but it could be showing us something. And so what I see as far as the Chariot in reverse, we've got a few reversal of the World, and then of course the Eight of Cups. So someone's walking away from something here. And and it hurts. It definitely feels very stuck and stagnant. The world being in reverse feels like the things we want are so far away. This could resonate for, of course, not all of you. So, and for some it is. Or we've had this moment because, as we know, time is not linear. So perhaps we have felt this way in the past and we have moved forward, of course, from that. Page of Cups being here, that there's an offering. And so there, if you are in that dark place right now, there's something coming. There's something here that is going to be offered to you. The Eight of Cups definitely shows that you've been walking away from something. Something isn't serving you. We also have the Ace of Pentacles, which is another offering. It's something that's saying that this is tangible. This is in the 3D. This is in your world. It's not in the 5D. We like things in the 3D because we can feel them and touch them and taste them, and it's one of those things where it's on this plane. So as far as the world, that could be a little bit in the future. So we've got to kind of get out of our own head with this Nine of Swords to be able to move forward, or eliminate things in our life that are in our way. The High Priestess being in the timing, it's now. That it is timing to tap into your natural knowing, your intuition, and perhaps ask the universe the questions of, what am I missing? That's been a huge piece in my life that assisted me from getting out of my own knowing, so that I can be open to receive something that maybe it's a point of view that I don't see. And usually by all of a sudden someone says something or sees something on Instagram and I'm like, oh, and I go down that rabbit hole, and it's exactly the piece that I was missing in my life to move into the next step or the next phase of healing, or momentum of moving forward and not going backwards, having that rebirth, having the liberation. And so with the Chariot being in reverse, this is of course no forward movement at all. Chariot really isn't a card of movement, but observing, taking and listening. Like, so you've got the Sphinxes here, and those are the yin and the yang. And so maybe for you, or the situation is that you're not in balance with that feeling of knowing, of that, oh, I've arrived, or when will I arrive? And so the Chariot in reverse is basically saying, okay, you're stuck. It's okay. You get to tap into that High Priestess energy of going, I know my answers. And even if I don't right now, I will. And so being in the storm and sometimes just sitting through it, and I like to think of the goddess Dhumavati. She is a goddess of kind of despair, and that's not a fun goddess to tap into. Of course, we love our Kalis and our Isis, and they're empowering, but Dhumavati is also, she comes to mind because she is of, well, disappointment. And sometimes when we have had a lover or a partnership or something career-wise or familial-wise that hasn't gone the way we wanted it to, we definitely are being paid a visit with that despair or that disappointment. And when we can look at that goddess in the eye and feel her and feel our disappointment and feel that despair and let it run through us rather than blocking it. Be up all night. Feel it. Tap into the energies of perhaps what this lesson is teaching us. And so Cups are here. Nine of Cups are here. It's being in it. So, and being content. Sometimes when we're not, especially with the world the way it is, if it's not internal, it's in our own perimeter of our world. Of course, we've got everything that's going on in our world that can feel that way, but be with it. Be with the energies. Tap into the energies. I love Kali because she's such a powerful goddess. She's a goddess she's a warrior goddess. And so she's in you. And so a lot of times, yes, we must tap into our warrior goddess, but her shadow aspect is a lot of chaos. And I know as a powerful goddess myself, without my wisdom, that power can be very destructive just as much as being creative. And so Kali, when we tap into her light aspect, it's tapping into which battles to fight in our life. And which battles we go, yeah, that's not mine. That's not my battle. Not my circus, not my monkeys, right? And so Kali is the goddess of battle and power. However, her wisdom, her light aspect is knowing what battles to fight. So we may see all this chaos in the world, and we see something while we're scrolling, and it's like, do I want to tap in and create more drama, or do I want to just say, you know what, I know that this is going to work out? And if I feel, and I know that having that trust too raises the vibration of not getting in the jumbled mess of the chaos, not getting into that mob mentality that is so easy to do, because it is frustrating to see things that go on. But find out how you can be of service in a different way and create a lighter energy that empowers rather than is in battle. And knowing when that is, of course, because that is necessary. It's not saying to never be Kali or tap into that energy or deny it. It's saying, how can I do it in a way that is constructive, that is uplifting, it is empowering? And it's the same thing with the reflection of inner life. So for those of you that are resonating with that energy, that it's more external, those that are inward, it's the same thing. It's those battles we have on the inside, or the voices that perhaps come from a very young age, and they are perhaps negative, and they are programming or false beliefs that we've believed, and they have caused us extreme pain. And so it's time to go inward, to do some healing, to go to books, go to personal development is one of my favorite things. Take a course and see what is maybe perhaps lying underneath, or therapy. I love amazing therapists. They really get to the bottom of things that we're carrying around with us. It's kind of like our phones. We have all these sometimes open apps, and it's creating a lot of energy that's being sucked out of our phone. Well, it's no different than us. If we have something that is lying underneath and it's running on an automatic program, and we haven't closed it, we haven't healed it, or a layer of it, because healing is a layering process for sure. And I'll go into that in other morning tarot messages. But as far as healing, it's like an onion, or it's usually an onion. It's not necessarily a cake, because cakes are yummy, and onions are yummy too. But in the raw form, it makes you cry, it makes you weep, it's painful, but you get there, and eventually you can saute those onions up into something lovely, because it's the experience of life. And all of this shadow aspect that I'm seeing in this reading, it takes time. And usually when you look back, if you can heal it, you look back and you look at those experiences and you're like, oh no, that was a very pivotal part of me becoming who I am today, and my strength and my power and my knowing what love is and knowing what love isn't. Because that is how we truly are shown what love is by seeing what love isn't. Now, not to get on another tangent of that and to go back to this, because I can. All that feminine energy, I can be all over the place. To come back to this is that truly loving our journey takes healing. Truly loving these dark moments takes healing it so that we can evolve into the more powerful self that we truly are. I don't feel that we're handed anything that we can't handle. With tools, we can overcome them, and really nothing has the permission to hurt us. It is really a process of growing and having understanding to what that was, what it is, and what you get to work through. And like I said, there's always, everything in the universe is there for our healing. We've just got to ask for it, be open to receive it, and then be in gratitude of knowing that it's coming. So keep strong, keep knowing that there is more. This Queen of Wands energy is such loving. It's fire energy of, it's not out of control. It's that calm, it's that beauty, it's that connectedness to earth. And she's got that beautiful sunflower in her hand, which to me that represents so much sunshine and growth and fertility of that rebirth and that liberation. This one, as far as clarifiers over here, for the Pentacles, it's what you're doing here. It's moving yourself outward to find messages in all the places. Sit in nature. Go and clear your mind, meditate. Still yourself so that you can hear your own messages from your source, from your divine goddess and God, and your inner knowing, because your guides do know, and they are with you every step of this way. And tapping into all of these energies, considering them negative, even those are all information for us to have that rebirth and that constant transformation from if we are not where we want to be. And so it's always there for us. We just have to choose it. So I leave you with Kali, with that liberation, that power. Make sure to get clear. Ask yourself that question: is it my battle, or is it someone else's? Because a lot of that inner turmoil can be just not ours. So get clear on what is yours and what isn't. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for more goddess power messages for you to take on your day, empower yourself, and or to take a break and pamper yourself into the energies of self-love. So again, welcome to my channel. Thanks for joining me today. Whenever this reaches you, I ask, of course, you thumbs up it, like, subscribe, and I will be back tomorrow. We'll see you then. Have a great day.